average salary of their department. You want to check whether this output is correct or not. To check whether this output is correct or not, then see, write a query. Suppose here, select what? Department number. Next one, average group by what? Department number. Then, so what is the 10th department? How much? 3250. Then, so this employee 10th department, what is the salary? 5,000. 10, 11. Matching rows, yes or no? Then, so this returns 10 and 11. So customers who place it orders. Yes, this is using join. Next, this is using join, yes or no? Then, so this query will return customers who placed orders. Matching records. So this is matching to this. This is matching to this. So it returns this two, but this is not selected. Yes, understood. Then uh, uh, then so this is one. What the another method? Hmm? Another method. Customers there in customer table, also there in orders table. Customer there in customer table. If customer is there in orders table, then select. Yes. Then so this is like another one using what's it? What in operator? See this. Select star from what? Select star from customers where customer ID in what orders table. Select customer ID from orders. Select customer ID from orders. Then tell me what is this returns? Customer ID from orders. First, this is executed, na? What is this returns? 10 and 11. So 10, 11. Suppose 10, 11. Next, this is replaced with 10, 11. Okay. Next, what is executed? Outer query. It go to the customer table, customer ID in. So it go to the 10. 10 is in, not in now. In. So this row is selected. Next, it go to the 11. 11 is in, not in now. In. 11 is selected. 12. In, not in now. Not in. Not selected. So it will select only 10 and 11. So understood that this is using in. Okay. Next. And using what's that? What that is? Intersect. Using intersect operator. Okay. Then. But you cannot get the row. You can get what's her IDs, customer ID. Select customer ID from customers table. Next, intersect. Then select customer ID from what? Orders table. So then what are the customer IDs? 10, 11, 12. What are the customer IDs from orders? Sir, first query returns 10, 11, 12. What are the second query returns? 10, 11. What are the common? 10, 11. So 10, 11 is common. Returns 10, 11. See, different approaches. Okay, na? Then Then okay, then now, but then join, then in, but what is recommended is exist is recommended. Okay, then so using what exist operator, then using exist. Okay, see what we are, this is what selecting the data from one table also present in another table. Selecting the data from one table which is present in another table. So customers who are there in orders table, select the data from customer table present in orders table. Okay, then so exist whenever there is a requirement like this, you want to check whether record is there in the table or not. So what do you have to check? You want to check this customer 10 is present in the orders table or not. I don't want any data from orders table. I don't want data from orders table. I just want to check this is present or not. That's all. Okay. So that case, the best one is exist. Okay. Na? How to use this? Then you see this. Select start from what? Customers as C. Then where what exists, where exists, then select what? Okay. Na? Then select what? Like you can say star, no problem. But we are not selecting, we are not using the data. Okay. Then otherwise simply write select one. Select one. Select one from, select one from what? Orders table. Select one from orders table where customer ID equal to C dot customer ID. Okay. Then once match found, then it will not continue the, okay, na? Like comparison. Comparison will be stopped once it find the match. That is why exist gives good performance compared to in. Okay, na? Then once again, see how it works. Then see, it go to customer table. And this is also one correlated. What is this is? Correlated. This is a correlated subquery. Then, so here you see this. This is a customer table. Okay, na? Customer table. Once again, this is the customer table. Yes. Then, so then now see, this is the customer table. Customers, customers, what's it? 10. Next customer 11 and customer what? 12. Okay. Then this is the customer table. Yes. Then what is the query? This is your query. Next, it go to first record. It go to first row. Yes or no? Then apply the condition. What is the condition? Where? What's it? Exists. Where exists? Then. So subquery is executed. Select star from orders where customer ID equal to what is the customer ID? 10. So it go to the first row. In orders table, it go to the first row. 10. Once match found, then once it match found, it will not continue the next. So once first row is matching, na, once it find the match, then it will not continue the comparison. So it will stop the comparison in itself. Then, so once it find the match, so then what returns what, sir? One row. Inner query returns what? One row. Yes. When inner query returns one row, then exist returns what? True. Exist returns true. Sir, understood? Any record is there with customer ID 10 in orders table. Any record is there in orders table with customer ID 10. Yes, na? One record is there. When record is there, exist returns what? What I said is subquery returns at least one row, exist returns true. Is subquery returns 0 rows, exist returns false. Here, customer ID 1, customer ID 10. Any record is there in orders table with customer ID 10? Yes. Then returns one row. Then exist returns true. So here exist returns true means where condition is true. When where condition is true, then 10 is selected or not? Yes. Next, go to the next one. What is this is? Where? Again, exist. Then so select star from, select one from orders where customer ID equal to 11. Any record is there in orders table with customer ID 11? Yes. So one row is there, suppose. Again, see, customer ID 11. It go to the first one. Is customer ID 11? No. Next, go to the next one. Customer ID 11? Yes. Once it find the match, then return. It will not, it will not continue the comparison. Okay. Then it also returns what, sir? One row. Then so subquery returns one row. Exist returns what? Row. Next, go to the next one. What? Where? Then exist. Then what? Select one from orders where customer ID equal to what, sir? 12. Then any rows? 0 rows. Then so subquery returns 0 rows. Exist returns what? False. Then 12 is selected or not selected? Not selected. That's all. Understood? That. So what SQL server recommends? SQL server recommends exist operator then what's that? In operator. So whenever you want to check whether record is exist or not, so better use exist operator than in operator because exist gives good performance compared to in operator. Okay. But if you use in, so in is compared with what? All rows, but exist once match found. Then stops comparison. It will not continue the comparison. Okay, that is the reason. So exist is faster than in. Okay. Suppose here what department D, then select one from what's that EMP, where department number equals to D dot. So what I'm selecting the department which is not there in employee table. So this is finding the department which is empty. Sorry, find the department which are not empty, which are not empty. 10, 20, 30. Departments which are there in department table, also there in employee table. Departments which are there in employee table, yes or no? Departments which are exist in employee table. Then you see the 10, 20, 30. If I use not exist, then 40. 40 is not there in employee table. Quite opposite. Set between, not between, in, not in, exist, not exist. Okay, then understood. Okay, so we'll continue this tomorrow.